Alright, plan today is to pull this out and get the new brake hoses put on it. Figured I'd put the top down, top works on it. And I adjusted the carburetor earlier, so hopefully it just starts. That would be nice. The choke was all screwed up on it. I didn't do that right when I rebuilt the carb. Anyway, we're going to pull it out front and start tearing it apart. One quick note, I'm just sitting there looking at it. This is old single stage paint. And it looks to me like the guy roughed it up and put clear coat on it. Like with a rattle can, because if you look at it, it's real rough. Yeah, not a great idea. So I'm hoping all this stuff comes off, because that paint will polish up, even though it's got some bad spots. At least it'll look better until we get time and effort and all that to paint it. The cool thing about this car is it's been painted a few times. It was originally a white car, and they painted it blue, and then they painted it some other color, and then this red. But it's got so much paint on it that it's cracking all over. So when we do take it off, I don't think there's any Bondo in it. If there is any at all, it would be right here. But when I put a magnet to it, that's fine. The only bad spot's the other side, right here on the quarter. And that really isn't that bad. I don't think that warrants a whole quarter. I think I can just cut this out and fix that little spot right there. So anyway, when we get to that point, I still got the other one in the garage that I really want to put together. I bought this car so I could get measurements and stuff off of it. The other guy that had the other car tore it totally to pieces, sandblasted it, and then just left it. So, but this one I just want to be able to move it, drive it around a little bit as is. Anyway, let's pull that front. Alright, this thing's got wheel locks on it, and luckily I have the little key for it. I can never ever figure out which way they go. Let me go get my impact wrench and I'll loosen these up and get this thing jacked up. Hey. Well, have to clean all that off, and I'm sure there's a widow or two here. Black widows love old cars. So I'm going to clean some of that off and see if we can get to this hose back here, match up and make sure the ones I have match the car. Anyway, I'm going to clean those off and come back in. Okay, so before I get too carried away, I want to make sure that these are the same, and they look to be. These are Ray Bestis 7836 blah blah blah. I'm going to go get a wrench and we'll get this thing off. 5/8 wrench. I've got a cheap wrench and a fancy one. Vacuumed out all the critters I could find. Let's see, so actually only seen one Black Widow so far. He did. Let's see, can I get this in the right position? Okay, we gotta get that off. So it's a flare nut wrench. There's never any room, ever. Size is a 7/16. Make sure there's nothing under there that we don't see. And we gotta go up with it. Okay. There we go. I was thinking to myself, maybe I already did this, but I don't think I did. Right. So that's undone. And then there's a little clippy we got to get out of there. on the hose. I don't know if I can hold this and do it at the same time, but we're gonna try it. So the clip's right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Anyway, clip's right here. I'm gonna take that off real quick before all my brake fluid drains out, as you can see. I'll come back in. So I didn't need to take that silver clip off. I needed to take this one off. And that was up here in the front, over here. All right, so that is out. Now we just gotta get that off the back here, which is back there, hard as hell to see. 5/8 wrench, and we'll have it off in a jiff here. I cannot tell how old these are. They really don't look that old, but hard to tell, right? 36549 is what's on here. It's the same part number. Well, I don't remember changing it, so it's whatever, right? So let's get this one back in here, wherever it goes. Get it started. I just had some lady come by and say nice car and scare the living shit out of me. I didn't see her. Kind of funny. Sucker don't want to go in there. Yeah, that should just pop right in there. There it goes. Most of the way in. Okay, bottomed out there. Let's see if we can get a wrench in there. You know what, I'm gonna go get a crow's foot. I'll be back in a sec. Let's see if this will fit. Because it's not really a regular crow's foot. It's one of these line type, what do you call them, flare nut? I'm not so sure. Yeah, I don't think I can get in there with that. Oh well, nice try. Shouldn't really need it anyway. Just thought I'd be kind of fancy. Really, I just need to tighten it, like so. And this goes in there. I don't know if you saw that or not. Let's move this around. All right, so this just goes in here like so. And we just gotta get this started on there. Just like that. And this little clip that I didn't know I had to take off goes right there, like so. These are not hard to change. Bleeding the brakes, on the other hand, generally sucks. Hard to get the right angle. Definitely don't want it to leak. I don't want to get super carried away with this and break it. Alright, so I think we're good. Just to be sure. Don't want to go on there very well. Yeah, that should be tight. Okay. Okay. 1 down, 2 to go. I just realized the washer. I don't know if there was one on there or not. I'm gonna take that off and check it real quick. Yeah, it was missing the washer. The cheap people don't give you new ones, so excuse the airplane. Yeah, that would have been kind of disastrous. Not so good. Let's see. Let's put that back in there. God, I've never seen so many damn mosquitoes in my life. Sure as hell have a bunch of them. And this doesn't want to thread. Just like last time. There it goes. So we get to do it twice. Pretty cool, huh? It's hard as hell to see in here, that's for sure. That's better. Feels better if nothing else. All right, switch angles. Let's see where that goes. Okay, so you go back in here, just like so. This goes in here. Get this to sit where it's supposed to. Just like that. New clippy. Goes right there. Whoops. Okay. Or not. Goes right there. There's twice. Let's get it started. Pop it on. Okay. And we'll tighten this back up. These stupid things never go on like you're supposed to. There we go. Okay, that should be tight enough. Now we'll go to the next side. Same drill. We're going to get this loose first. Maybe. Get the damn thing on there. There it goes. hard to get off, especially when somebody screwed the damn bolt up. So this one really isn't screwed up, it's just bad angle, right? Should not be out. There it goes. Still too tight to do with my fingers. So I'm gonna do it the long way, I guess. There we go. All right, so it's leaking all over, just like the other one. So you gotta bleed the brakes on these anyway. All right, here's our clip. As you can see, I use whatever I've got at the time to pull these out. Pry on that. Just kind of pop that off. There it is. Alright, so that should come right out of there. And over to the back side. A little easier to see. I'll give it that. Off we go. Let's pay attention to the washer this time, shall we? Safety tip, if you're doing these, make sure you put the washer on. All right, new hose. Right there. And just get it to start. There it goes. Spin it in there. Cool. Tighten her up. This is a shitty angle, by the way. But we got it. Okay. Hose goes into that. Right there. We'll switch to the front. That's better. Alright, let's get this where it should be. It should just kind of pop into place, right? Something like that, maybe. Doesn't really want to, though, does it? Needs to probably go like. Now, let's get this started first. That might help. There we go. Okay. And we can tighten her up. Take 100 years to get it to tighten up. anyway. There we go. That should be good. Clip. Of course, it fell off again. Isn't that lovely? Get on there, you sucker. Okay, both fronts are done. So now we gotta move to the back. All right, for the back, I just decided I'm gonna jack the whole car up. That way, I could just put the jack stands underneath the axle, which is a little sketchy. These stands are a shit ton taller than the ones in the front. But my driveway's got a slope to it too, so maybe that'll even it out. Cool. Alright, let's put it down and see if it falls. Biggest thing, I want to make sure they're centered in that thing. Alright, that looks good-ish. The other side looks fine. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there, just in case. All right, let's get this wheel off. This side is where the brake hose is at. It's up under there. So I'm gonna get this wheel off and get back after it. I want to see something kind of cool. If you know these old cars, they're usually rotten, right? This thing is pretty damn solid. All the trunk drop-offs are good. There's just undercoating flaking off. All up underneath is good. It's almost a Survivor-ish, but you know, obviously it's not original paint and all that shit. But underneath of this thing is pretty dang solid. Pretty nice. All right, let's do this brake hose. All right, so this back one is a little different. First, we need to take the vent off for the rear end so that we can get this bracket off. The bracket attaches to the brake hose. It's all one thing. Then there's two lines, one here and one here, that go into the brake hose, and it feeds both wheels. And then up here we also have to undo. That's the main event all the way back. Sorry, had to kill a bee. Anyway, yeah, main event from the front, and these feed the wheels. So I need to get something to fit that. The wrench I got, I think, is too big. Let's see if it is or not. Actually, no, we're good. So that's 5/8. That just unscrews. And that bracket comes back like so. And we just need to undo these little guys. I probably should have left that there. Matter of fact, I might put it back. Let's see if this is going to be a pain in the neck or what. These are smaller. Yeah, let's put that back because it's moving on. Okay, so this needs to go back in here. Somehow. Yeah, let me do that and I'll come back in. Alright, that was kind of hard to get back in there, but I got it in there. So these are 3/8. I just put it back on there to get it rolling there. This is gonna leak like crazy, I'm sure. We're gonna have to bleed these. The nice thing is it's not, they're not froze, so that's kind of cool. All right. It's hard to get an angle on this sucker. It should just come out. All right, that's undone, that's undone. Now we can undo this. This is the vent tube for the rear end. And that is free. Ta-da! Okay, and the top one, same deal. Drop my wrench, I gotta find it real quick. Okay, top one, right here. That one looks to be, that might be bigger. Awkward angle for sure. Let's see. Yeah, that one's 7/16. And we're gonna need a wrench to hold up. I thought that would work. It must be bigger. Well, let's go get a wrench. I had to get a bigger wrench. 11/16 is the size of that. Now we're trying to get this off. I think it broke loose, pretty sure. It's damn hard to get in there to reach up in there and grab it. Can I turn it? No, not quite. Boy, I think I could. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that one's off. Pull our little clip off of there. It's probably gonna go flying. Okay. away. There it goes. All those fills, grab a hammer. Okay. We'll spin this around until it falls out. It's got a certain way it goes. There we go. Okay, I'll go get the new one and we'll put the new one on. So this one doesn't have a washer. We'll feed it through this little bracket thing, like so. Kind of get it in place. I think it goes like that, maybe. There we go. Alright, so that's in place. This thing goes like so. Over top of that. Let's get these where they're supposed to be here. Really want to get the right spot there. There we go. Just gonna kind of thread these in kind of loose-ish. Maybe. That would be a plan. Okay, where's the little hole at? If I can get it to sit where it's supposed to be, that would be awesome. Which is back this way. Hard to see this way. It goes like, well, that's gonna go way back. Okay, so far I'm not thrilled with this part. That's really got to go back. There we go. I just want that to hold it for a minute. There we go. This could use a new tube. I thought that would fit on there. Nope. Well, maybe 5/8 is not the deal. This one fits-ish. I think that might be stripped. Hard to tell. Anyway, that should get me where I need to go here anyway. So I'll just kind of thread in there. It wants to. I don't want to cross thread it. That acts like it wants to go. Let's see what that does. If it acts funny, it'll quit. So I need a shorter wrench. Seems like it's working okay. All right, there's that one. Here's this one. That one's going in. Let's get them started. I won't be so worried about it. Okay, that one's started good, I think. That one's going. I think we're good. All right, so we'll tighten these up. Get around there. That would be sweet. Okay. This feels tight. Oops. Don't you love these YouTube videos where everything like goes perfect, nobody drops a wrench, any of that kind of shit? Yeah, well, that ain't reality, so. Okay. That one's getting tight. Let's get one good one on it. Okay, that's tight. Let's look at that again. Make sure this guy's good. This one's got me a little nervous. But I think we're alright. I'm not so sure that that's going in there like I should. So the tighter I'm going to put it. Next one. Need to get this thing where it's supposed to go. See if we can smack that on there. Can't tell if it's on or not. It is not. I think that's on there good. Let's spin this a little bit. It's just me being weird. Okay, that's on there. And this one just kind of screws in there. We're almost to brake bleeding time. One of my least favorite things to do. This kind of sucks because there's no room to do this. Lost our angle there. Tight, done, good to go. Aha. There's always one. I'm sure there's more. That's actually the, what would that be, the third one so far that I've seen? That's got a shit ton of webs and such. Okay. Okie doke. We need to get the cap off of the master cylinder. Make sure we got fluid. And down a little bit. Top that off so we can keep bleeding brakes. I know a lot of people do what they call a gravity bleed. Just open them up and let them leak. But I don't think I trust that too much. It's kind of hard to get in here. I guess I don't need that. Just hard to see what the hell I'm doing here. There we go. There we go. That might be a little bit too full. We'll find out. All right, so put our cap back on. We'll probably do that several times. I gotta get the all right, let's figure out what size the bleeder screws are, and we'll start at the back passenger side. Well, I went to go bleed the brakes and I couldn't get these damn bleeder screws out, so I mangled these two. These two are still good. I figured I'd go to the parts store and get 4 new ones, and you can't do that anymore. you have to buy an assortment, and there's like 2 of each, and it was $15 for I mean, these things used to, I mean, it's been a while since I replaced these. I'm going to get it, but wow. Stupid. Anyway, so done bitching. Gonna go put these in. All right, so I did that 4 times. I don't see any bubbles back here. So let's tighten it back up and see if that worked. Let's check the pedal there. Feels about the same, but we still got 2 more to do, so let's do those real quick. Well, it seems to have worked. The pedal's right to the top. So I'm going to put my wheels back on real quick, and we'll take it, I don't know, around the block maybe, but at least out of the driveway, and we'll see if it's got any brakes. Okay, car's put back together. I'm not going to drive it too far, but we're going to check it out and see if we got brakes. Well, it's better. Drum brakes and manual brakes aren't necessarily the best anyway, but it's definitely better than it was. At least you can move the thing around and stop. These things are a lot easier to mess with and work on when they're mobile. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. Time to put it away for the day. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.